Hello FPL managers and welcome back for another video. My name's Jack and today we're going to go over our team selection for Blank Game Week 12 where we have taken a big hit. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show support for the channel, and also click the notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads. Also look out for FPL Social, which is a live in-person FPL event coming up in Melbourne in February of next year. We're going to be there, so for links and information and tickets about that, check the description down below. And with that being said, let's jump into the video. So first of all, let's have a look at how we got on in Game Week 11. Overall, it was a pretty decent game week, especially considering that we did have a couple of injury concerns in the side and not too much bench depth for this game week. In goals, Pope was able to produce 6 points, which was a bit surprising, as I wasn't expecting that Newcastle clean sheet away to Manchester United. He did pick up 2 saves as well, so it was a bit unfortunate not to get the extra save bonus, and he also was pretty close to getting some bonus points, just a few points off getting that extra bonus point there, but I'll still take the clean sheet, very happy with that away to Manchester United. Moving on to the defenders, Anderson was the new signing this game week. He was able to get himself 5 points as he got a clean sheet away to Leicester City. Another player that I was very happy with having in the squad this game week. Unfortunately, he did pick up a yellow card. Otherwise, I do think he would have got on bonus points as well, as he did perform quite well in this game. Jacques Cancelo just got the 2 points as Manchester City did lose away to Liverpool in a very good game there. And Kieran Trippier completed the defence with the double up on the Newcastle defence there, as they both got clean sheets each, with Trippier and Pope both recording 6 points. Trippier was also another one that was very close to getting himself some extra bonus points, but just couldn't quite get the job done. But once again, very surprised that Newcastle were able to get a clean sheet in this game, so I'm very happy to walk away with the 6 points from Kieran Trippier. Moving on to the midfielders now, Andreas Pereira got yet another start in this side, and he got yet another return for himself actually, as now every time he's returned this season we have had him in the starting 11, which is quite fortunate. Wilfried Zaha couldn't provide too much away to Leicester, didn't really get too involved in this game, only picked up the 3 points. Similar to Phil Foden, very unfortunate to have his goal disallowed. They definitely could have gone either way, that decision, but anyway, he walks away with just the 2 points. The main thing is, though, he's getting into some great positions for Manchester City, and he was getting very involved in their attack. Was probably one of their best attacking players in the game, as De Bruyne and Haaland didn't have a massive influence. Yes, Haaland had a couple of chances, but Foden was creating a bit for Manchester City. And then James Maddison just got the 2 points in a very frustrating display, as he got that late yellow card for simulation in that one, taking him down to 2 points from 3 points, and also picking up a suspension for the Game Week 12 match, as he's built up 5 yellow cards for the season. Then Alexander Mitrovic in the forward line was able to return to his goal scoring form with 7 points, converting a penalty, which was nice to see. He did also feature on the bonus points there as well, so definitely very happy with held onto him through a poor patch of form actually. That was good to see, the patience with him rewarded. Then Erling Haaland just got the 4 points on captaincy. Was the first time he's blanked all season, so it was probably the hardest fixtures he's had this season with Liverpool away. He definitely did have chances, he just couldn't convert them. But the main thing is, he's always getting into those good positions, and he's definitely not going anywhere in the squad after 1 blank. And then Harry Kane just continues that consistent form, 9 points once again, and that means he's now returned in 9 consecutive game weeks for Tottenham. So he's been such a great player since we brought him into the side in around game week 7 or 8. And that being said, we scored 51 points for Game Week 11, which did see an overall rank increase of around 100k, from 724k up to around 629. On the bench really quickly, none of the players recorded any points really. James didn't play with 0, Bailey blank with 2, and Patterson also picked up 0. So overall, pretty happy with how the week went, especially considering some injury concerns. So before we have a look at the Game Week 12 side, let's discuss some transfer plans. We did only have 1 free transfer coming into this game week, so with lots of injury concerns, plus us having triple Manchester City players in the squad already, then Maddison also got that yellow card suspension for this game week. It meant that in total we had 6 players unavailable for Game Week 12, so there has been plenty of transfers made. The first one here is Nick Pope going out for Danny Ward. This may seem as a bit of a surprise, but this was just a transfer to free up money in the squad. Yes, Pope did get himself a clean sheet last week, and Newcastle still have some good fixtures coming up, but Ward is still a decent replacement. He's got himself 2 clean sheets in his last 3 games, plus Leicester City do have some good fixtures from now until game week 16 as well, so not too mad about that transfer that had to be made. Then Reece James is the other obvious player to depart the squad. We did choose to go for Timothy Castagna as his replacement. He was coming in at 4.4 at the time of recording, but I think he's going to increase up to £4.5 million in the next price changes. Definitely very happy to have him in the team. Gets into some great attacking positions for Leicester. Plus, him personally has produced 4 returns in his last 4 matches. So a player that's been in very good form. He's getting so far up the pitch, and I think he's got great goal and assist potential, as he already has provided some decent attacking returns this season. The next third and final transfer we've made is actually James Maddison at leaving the side, as he doesn't play in Game Week 12, then comes back to some pretty tricky fixtures from now until Game Week 16 from an attacking standpoint that are a bit better from a defensive viewpoint for Leicester, but as attacking wise I don't really prefer their fixtures. They've got Wolves and I believe Manchester City in there as well, so it's probably going to be difficult for Maddison to get some returns from now until Game Week 16. And then with all the free money that we have spared up, going with Pope to Ward and Reece James to Castagna, we have been able to afford the upgrade to Mo Salah, which is a player I'm definitely very happy to have in the side. He's a great captaincy contender from now until Game Week 16. He's been in great form for Liverpool with 4 goals in his last 2 matches. And very good fixtures coming up. West Ham at home next game week. He's definitely becoming a captain option for me, and very happy to have him in the side, as I'm sure lots of other managers will look to get him in. And I think we could be a bit dropped behind the crowd if we don't have Mo Salah in the side, as I'm definitely fearful of a rank decrease if Salah just goes crazy in the next 4 to 5 game weeks for Liverpool. So with these transfers in mind, let's have a look at how the Game Week 12 team lines up. Danny Ward is the starting goalkeeper. This week he's got Leeds at home, which is a pretty decent fixture from a defensive standpoint. Leeds failed to score in their last game against Arsenal and only produced 1 goal against Crystal Palace in the week before. Plus, with Leicester picking up 2 clean sheets in the last 3, as we said, they've definitely improved their defensive form since the start of the season, as they were leaking quite a lot of goals in the first few game weeks, but they have tightened it up at the back. Plus, he still has some good fixtures to come after this game week as well, so pretty happy to have him in goals. Looking to the defenders now, there are some pretty good fixtures all round for the players that are playing. As you can see here, Patterson is still unavailable. Right now, we do have the triple Man City players on the bench, so even us, despite us taking a -8 hit, we still can only field 10 players for the game week, which I feel is still a decent amount considering how many popular players are unavailable for Game Week 12. Anyway, looking at the starting players, Anderson does have Wolves at home, which is a great fixture, probably the best fixture from a defensive standpoint right now. Wolves have scored one of the lowest goals out of any team so far this season. Crystal Palace are coming off a clean sheet away last week to Leicester as well, and Anderson's pretty much a nailed option to have in the side. He's played most games, he's only missed 1 game so far this season, so he's pretty much a stalwart in their defence, so I am hoping for a clean sheet from Crystal Palace, and maybe some cheeky bonus points for Anderson as well. Then at Timothy Castagna, he's got Leeds at home, another very decent fixture from a defensive standpoint. Plus, as we touched on, he does get far forward, providing that goal and assist threat, making some great runs into the box, and was perhaps a bit unlucky not to have an attacking return in his most recent game against Crystal Palace due to his great attacking positioning. Then, as we touched on, Patterson is obviously not going to be playing, but he is listed in the squad right now because all the 3 bench slots are already taken up with those Manchester City players, and I don't think getting Patterson out for another player around £4 million right now, as we don't have any money left in the bank, it's not worth a -4, as you'd probably just get Nico Williams, who's also a doubt to play. So for now, I'm happy just to have Patterson in the team. And then at Kieran Trippier, a great fixture this week. Everton at home, definitely a great one from an attacking standpoint, and from a defensive standpoint. He's also averaging over 6 points per game at home as well. So maybe he could sneak in a goal or an assist there from a corner or a set piece. He's putting in great balls into the box. He has one of the most attempted assists for defenders so far this season. So definitely very happy to have him in the side this game week. Then looking to the midfielders now, Andreas Pereira does have to start with for our team once more. Aston Villa at home, though, actually a pretty decent fixture. They are a side that have conceded quite a few goals this season, and Fulham have been very impressive at home. They have scored a lot of goals at home. Andreas Pereira has produced a goal and an assist in his last 2 matches as well, so definitely not the worst 4.5 to 4.6 roughly around that price player to have playing or starting for us this game week. Then the new signing, Mo Salah, he's got the captain's armband this game week. West Ham at home, a great fixture for him. He's got himself 4 goals in his last 2 matches, as we've touched on, so playing in great form. He did have 2 1-on-1 chances against Manchester City, So could have walked away with even more FPL points from that game, and he's definitely going to be the focal point of their attack right now due to many injuries occurring in that Liverpool attack at the minute. So very happy to have him in the side. Wilfried Zaha, he's got Wolves at home as well. It's not the easiest from an attacking standpoint, as Wolves don't tend to concede too many, but hopefully Crystal Palace at home can lift their goal scoring form recently, and Zaha can get into some good attacking positions, as it has been a bit off it in his last 2 to 3 matches for Crystal Palace. Not really getting too many shots off and staying out wide and getting shut down by defenders quite frequently. So if he can find some form once more, that'd be absolutely awesome. And then Leon Bailey is another cheaper player that we have to have starting in the squad this week. Around 4.3 million pounds Bailey's coming in at. He's got Fulham away, which is a good fixture in its own right. He was pretty impressive against Chelsea. Definitely unlucky not to get himself a goal, as he did hit the crossbar with one of his headers. He's definitely been getting into some good positions for Aston Villa. It's just a question of whether he gets those starting minutes. Personally, I do think he's going to be benched just with the short turnaround in games. Plus, Coutinho and Emi Buendia did get benched for Aston Villa in their last game, so I'd have to suspect they get starts and some of the other Aston Villa attackers drop out. Despite this, though, hopefully he can come off the bench and produce something for us, but definitely not the happiest to have him in the starting 11 this game week. And then looking to the forwards, Alexander Mitrovic has got a great fixture and could be a very good differential captain, especially if you don't have Mo Salah in the team. Aston Villa at home, definitely very strong from an attacking perspective. Fulham have been scoring lots of goals at home this season, and Mitrovic especially has been good at home. So hopefully he can get himself on the score sheet for a second consecutive game week. And to round out the side, Harry Kane takes the vice-captaincy armband with an okay fixture of Manchester United away, but I just think with the great form that Harry Kane's in right now, he could just about score against any team in the league. He's getting lots of chances, and he's providing chances for his teammates as well, so definitely happy to have him in the side. I still think he's a great differential premium with just an ownership of around 20% right now. Definitely very happy to have him in the team. Thanks for watching today's Game Week 12 team selection. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show support for the channel. Also, click the notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads. And look out for FPL Social coming up in Melbourne in February of next year. Tickets and information to that are in the description. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.